Hi guys, Ed here. I just wanted to go through the process of download, installation and setup of the Pinbar Magic indicator with you, just to make sure that there's no stone left unturned and that you're clear with what happens once you purchase the indicator and how it works and what it looks like. So basically, once if you've already purchased the indicator, you have seen this page before. If you haven't, then this is the next page that you will see once you go through with the purchase. And what you have to do is just click on this blue link here, and because I'm using the Google Chrome browser, it will start downloading automatically. If you're using a different browser, then you might need to right click and then save as on the link, but I'm sure you know what you're doing. So I'm gonna just go ahead and click on the link, and it will automatically start downloading. Now the file is about 11 megabytes, just over 11 megabytes, and the reason for that is that the ebook that I've given to you as a bonus is just over 15 megabytes, I think, before compression. So it's stacked with images, examples, and text about candlesticks. So there's a lot of valuable information in there, and that's the reason why it's so big. If you ever did, if you ever did wonder why it's so big. So what I do is I click on once it's downloaded, I click on the show in folder, and then here is the file that's been downloaded. Now if you don't have WinRAR, you can read, I've left you some notes here. The package is packed using WinRAR, so what you need to do is download WinRAR. It's free from this site, and then you'll be able to see exactly the file format that I see here. So what you want to do is right click on this file, click on extract here, and once it's extracted, you'll get a folder called PBM. You'll get the three files here. I'm not going to go into the ebooks, but here are the ebooks, Beyond Candlesticks and obviously Self-Discipline. The Self-Discipline one you can use in all aspects of your life, so I think that's like an additional benefit that you get from this from this purchase. So let's move on to the indicator. Now this is the indicator file, the ex4 file. What you want to do is right click on the file and go down to copy, and then once you've copied it, you need to find your MetaTrader folder. Usually they're located in program files, and mine is located in program files. And for this demonstration, I'm going to use my MetaTrader alpari.co.uk or alpari UK. So find your MetaTrader folder basically, and within the folder go to experts, and then within experts go to indicators. Once you're in indicators, you right click and then paste. Now I already did this presentation earlier, which I recorded, so I already have the file in there, so I have to click copy and replace. But what you will get is, the file will just copy in there, so you don't have to worry about that. Now if you have MetaTrader already open, just like I do here, what you're gonna have to do is or what you need to do is close it and then reopen it again. If you didn't have it open, then just open it the first time. So and it will appear in there. So once MetaTrader opens, I'm gonna clear these charts because I wanna share with you some nice examples that I've seen over the past few days. So I'm gonna look at pound yen. The yen pairs have been moving really well. Look, you can see some great moves there. And in order to find the indicator now, you need the navigator open. If you can't see it on this side, what you have to do is go to view, and then click on navigator or control and N. You'll see this little window here under custom indicators, so not indicators but custom indicators. Go down and you'll see the Forex Pinbar Magic indicator here. What you want to do is take it, click on it, and then drag it onto the chart. You don't need to worry about any of the options. They're optimized to I've mentioned in my emails, I've worked on these optimizations over the last few years, and by all means, if you feel that you can improve on them, then do improve on them, and do share that with me as well. But basically the input parameters that are in there are the ones that have I've found that are the most optimal parameters for use with this indicator. Click OK, and then you will get the you can see, I don't have my my screen pen here, but you can see the entries that are there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tidy this chart up a little bit so that we have a clearer view of what's going on the charts. Now again, it's a pound yen 1 hour chart, and if you go through the same steps that I've just gone through, you will see the same results. And also keep in mind that this indicator does not repaint, so the way they appear now is the way that the signals will appear if if the bar closes right now and there's a pin bar. It will appear there and it will stay there. It will not change or readjust every time you open the chart, which is what happens with some of the indicators out there on the market. Okay, so I've removed the grids and I'm just gonna make this a little bit bigger. What my aim is now is to basically show you how I like to use this pin bar, and once you go through the examples in the books, you will see how other traders use them. But basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this example, and I'm gonna take this example and show you how to use the pin bars to in the most optimal manner. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna measure the amount of pips from the bottom of this pin bar to the top. Actually, we cannot see it, but it okay, let's start again. So it's 141.15 and 140.81, so about 35 pips on this pin bar here. Now what I like to do is I like to put the my stop loss just above the pin bar, the high of the pin bar. So as you can see, this is a short signal. That's a short signal. That's a long signal here. It basically that's a losing short. Long signal, but that doesn't matter. So we have a short signal here. 35 pips is the bar. What I like to do is I like to enter short on the break of the bar here at the bottom. So you would enter short just as price action breaks the bar below, and you would put your stop loss 2 pips above plus the spread that you're paying. So if your spread is 2 pips, you would put your stop loss 4 pips above the high of the bar. The same goes for buy signals as well. So you put your stop loss 4 pips above if your spread is 2, or if your spread is 5, then you put your stop loss 7 pips above the high of the bar, etc, etc, etc. I think you get the point. So once you enter the trade, what you want to do is aim for at least a 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio. So if your risk in this case is obviously the bar is 35 pips plus the 7 pips, because my spread is 5 pips on this bar on this platform. So plus 7, that's 42 pips is my risk. What I want to do in this case is once price action gets 42 pips in my favor, then I want to take half of my profit off and let the other half run until we get some sort of a reverse signal. And in this case, you can see that once we had a short signal, price action actually ran for 130 pips, which is just over 3 times reward to risk. And at any time you can close the trade, but what I like to do is take my put my stop loss to break even once we achieve a 1-to-1 risk reward ratio, and then I let the trades run for another 100, 150 or even more pips. So that's entirely up to you. I would use the same example here. What I wanted to share with you is so from the bottom to the top of the bar is again about 35 pips plus 7, that's 42. And in this case, before we get any type of reverse signal, in this case the reverse signal is the buy bar here, price action actually moved for it moved for 2-to-1 risk reward, and you're in the money. So I hope you enjoyed this presentation. I hope it's been useful for you, And if you have any questions, then shoot, you know my email address. You've obviously received this email from my email address, so just reply and ask any questions that you want, and I will be speaking to you soon. So thank you, and see you soon.